People, hello, how are you? Hopefully we're all doing well. I'm Tom. For those of you that watch me more regularly, I am sorry I haven't been uploading all of last week. I've been very ill. I mean, to the point where even talking just ruins my throat. And I'm still feeling a bit under the weather now. But look, if I can make it into work semi on time, then I can upload to YouTube. So let's talk about Dave Allen versus Johnny Fisher. We're going to see it on the undercard of Fury versus Usyk 2, which is an incredible fight on the weekend. I'm really looking forward to. I will be doing a live watch along, people. If you want to tune in, come on down, say hi. Hopefully I'll see you there. Dave Allen obviously beat up Johnny Fisher in sparring, and that's something he's holding over Johnny Fisher quite a lot, it seems. It seems like he's very confident. He seems almost insulted at the fact he's going in there as an underdog, given he was able to beat up Johnny Fisher in sparring. Now, the reason is, back then, Johnny Fisher was a novice. There's no other way of putting it. Johnny Fisher was a bit of a novice. I think he wasn't a pro at the time. He probably hadn't had many amateur fights at the time. He was just a big lad, right? And I think that's why it was quite so one-sided. I wasn't there. I didn't see it. I don't know that he got beaten up, but Dave Allen says he beats him up. And Johnny Fisher, accepts he took a bit of a beating in that sparring match. And as I say, Dave Allen really holds that over him. And I think you've got to be careful when you do things like that. Because look at Hrgovic when he was fighting Dubois. Oh, I beat him up in sparring, and I sent him there, and I did this, and I did that. And look how that fight went for him. You've got to be careful. You've got to take every fight as seriously as a world title fight. Because the second you let off the gas, and the second you hold something over someone, Johnny Fisher would have trained extremely hard. Johnny Fisher would be, very aware that he got beaten up in sparring. So of course he'll be taking this fight extremely seriously, training like harder than he ever has. One, because it is his hardest fight, and two, because he did get beaten up before. So he knows he needs to be at his best, and this will be a really good sort of measuring stick to see how much he's progressed. And I think it's worth saying that, look, Johnny Fisher now, he has the speed, the power, and the output to beat the likes of a slow and a low output fighter that is Dave Allen. Even if Dave Allen can punch a bit, he's not got the output to be able to stop or really trouble someone like Johnny Fisher. And that's no insult, right? I'm not trying to insult Dave Allen. He's not a bad pro. He's probably not far off his prime, right? But his output's just too low. And this isn't a 12-round fight. This is a shorter fight. What's it, 8, 10 rounds? That's important because Dave Allen hasn't got a high output anyway, and now you're knocking off rounds for him. Well, you got Johnny Fisher. They call him the Romford Bull, the Romford Bull for a reason. The reason is he goes in there and he lets his hands fly. He's not a technical, sweet science boxer. He's going to go in there and blow your fucking socks off, mate. I'm going to punch you in the head so many times you won't know what's hit you. And that's what we saw, and that's what we're going to see against Dave Allen. Because Dave Allen's a low output boxer, so he's there to be hit because he's not pretty. He's not a pretty fighter to watch. He'll stand there and he won't be throwing much back, and that plays in to Johnny Fisher's hands. The Johnny Fisher we see now, that will benefit him hugely. Because Dave Allen's, like I say, slow, low output. Johnny Fisher's quick, powerful, and high output. And Johnny Fisher gets quite a bit of stick. I mean, people say that he's not all that, and look, there's probably some truth behind that. Okay, I don't necessarily think Johnny Fisher's going to go and get a world title. But he said it himself. He's not a Man City. He's not a Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? He's not a Real Madrid. But what he is a cold night on Stoke. And by that, he means you need to bring your best. Can you do it when it's rainy and it's wet and, in football terms, that's what the cold night on Stoke is. And you've got the crowd behind him. You've got the crowd behind Stoke shouting and cheering him on what's a rough playing ground and a cold stadium. That's what Johnny Fisher is. He's not AJ, he's not Usyk, he's not Dubois, but what he is somebody who's going to bring the fight to you, rough, ragged, the crowd will be supporting him, and he'll bring that dog out of you. He'll make you have to work. In the same way that someone like Derek Chisora can do. Derek Chisora, you can beat him, of course you can, but he'll make you work, and he'll make you tired, and he'll make you have to fight for it. And that's what he's like, not world championship level, but a hard night's work, a hard fight, certainly in his heyday, right? And that's got some weight behind it. He's not been touted like Moses Atama has been, who's a real prospect, a real talent. He's not been touted like that, and I get it, I see it, cool. But you've got to bring your A game. And I don't know if, I think Johnny Fisher can go quite high. Maybe not world title level, but high. And I don't think Dave Allen's on that level. So for that reason, of course, I fancy Johnny Fisher in this. I think most people do. I think Johnny Fisher goes in the favourite. I think he's going to possess and pose too much for Dave Allen. I don't think Dave Allen's going to have the tools and have what it takes to dispatch of the prospect in Johnny Fisher, no matter how much he thinks he can. So my official prediction is I think it's going to go to points. I think it'll be Johnny Fisher winning on points. I think Johnny Fisher can knock Dave Allen out, but I think especially with that spar in the back of his mind, he's going to really struggle to get him out of there. He'll be that playing in his mind and he'll remember it, and probably glimpses of the fight will give him flashbacks almost, you know what I mean? And he'll struggle to get him out of there, even though he can, especially over this shorter fight. So I think I'm going to go official prediction, Johnny Fisher on points. But let me know your thoughts, people, in the comment section down below. Are you looking forward to this fight as much as I am? Because I'm really, really looking forward to it, people. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you leave a like, a comment, subscribe on how YouTube works, people. Peace.